When One Battle After Another was announced, many cinephiles had the same question on their mind.
You know where I can get a gun?
What will a Paul Thomas Anderson action movie look like? The answer? Very good. Let's take a look at how PTA approached action by examining the most jaw-dropping action sequence in his most ambitious project to date. This is the best scene in One Battle After Another. We will be going in depth on the climax of One Battle After Another. So if you haven't watched the film yet, this is your spoiler warning.
Green Acres, Beverly Hillbillies, and Horneville Junction!
One Battle After Another is a movie of epic proportions, spanning decades and following a whole host of characters in a wide range of locations.
All right, let's go to work.
Much of the film is, in essence, an extended chase sequence. Bob Ferguson is chasing after his daughter, and so is a vindictive soldier and an ominous cabal.
Merry Christmas, Hail St. Nick.
Merry Christmas.
There are several stunning set pieces along the way. But Anderson saves the best for last with a climactic car chase unlike any other. Car chases are typically hectic, with lots of cutting, coverage, and obstacles. In contrast, the final chase feels almost hypnotic. How is this unique tone built? And why does it work so well? What immediately sets it apart is its location. The sequence was shot in the Texas Dip, a stretch of road an hour east of Borrego Springs in Southern California that the crew dubbed the River of Hills. The road was discovered after an extensive location scout. PTA describes the process. It was like a gift from the movie gods or something. After years of driving and looking for something, anything, it had just emerged to us, and we just ran with it. He confirmed the effectiveness of the location by simply filming on his phone. He explains, if you put your phone on the dashboard of your car, you realize just how scary that point of view becomes. You're driving 85 miles per hour, and you can't see what's over that hill, nor can you see what's behind you for most of the time. Indeed, the setting becomes a crucial element of the entire sequence, dictating who can see who at any given time, and therefore adding tension and suspense. With all that expansive space, Willa has no place to hide. The equipment they shot on adds to the hypnotic, tense feeling. One Battle After Another was captured using VistaVision, a high-resolution film format that was most popular in the 1950s. These large cameras required additional considerations for the high-octane shots Anderson desired for the chase. He notes, the VistaVision cameras do require special pieces of equipment because of the way that they're backloaded and the way that the magazine runs through the film, so there was some special gear. The massive frame afforded by the retro cameras makes the sequence all the more immersive, forcing the audience to feel like they are on a roller coaster ride. Where these cameras are placed is equally important. PTA gets coverage where the camera is extremely low to the ground, making the drive feel even more kinetic, with the asphalt flying by taking up a large portion of the frame, and further limiting what characters can see. This required an elevator rig, which could raise and lower the camera as needed. This simple, low-angle choice creates energy and a sense of movement without requiring quick cutting. The coverage of the scene uses both wide and telephoto lenses. Wider lenses help the drops in the hills feel more visceral, while telephoto lenses compress the depth of the frame, making the hills feel right on top of one another. The choreography of the sequence is incredibly specific. When cars enter and exit frames to find the momentum of the chase and elevate the level of tension. Take this shot, for example, where both Tim and Willa's cars crest different hills at the same time. And then as Willa's car leaves the frame, Bob's car enters. As PTA explains, the choreography of the scene was so precise. We tried our hardest to choreograph when the camera would rise over a hill and see Willa's car go down, then see the middle car rise up. This choreography is punctuated by Johnny Greenwood's singular score, with layers of percussion, all playing slightly different rhythms, giving a sense of chaotic propulsion to the sequence. Menacing strings are introduced when we first see Willa's pursuer. When the threat is apparently gone, the score drops in complexity. Only to jump right back in. This works in concert with the sound design, which forefronts the sounds of the car engines. Engine revs are absent when the tension is minimal, and add when it is meant to be heightened, like when Willa sees Tim's car. By the end of the sequence, it is all engines revving, ratcheting up the urgency enveloping the characters. The scene's lighting, too, is distinctive, relying largely on harsh natural light to both create dramatic shadows fitting for the mood of the film and to further emphasize the characters' limited visibility. Cinematographer Michael Bauman borrowed this approach from one of Anderson's most prominent references for the film.
He was constantly talking about like the rawness of the French faction. And you look at so many of those scenes, and obviously, they made that movie for like $2. Yes, faces can go dark, yeah, but then it go overexposed.
This made the setup for lighting relatively simple.
We're doing these driving shots. We'll put their car on a biscuit and drive around, but some would go in, some would go out. We're just managing exposures and embracing what's happening. Normally, sometimes you do the car work with major talent. Okay, let's soften this, let's bring this, let's shape the light in a more pleasing manner. And this was about embracing those raw things.
The visual rawness makes the sequence feel immediate and realist. This isn't being shot on a green screen. In fact, they decided to loosen the screws on the camera mount to allow more visible shake to the shots. The editing of the sequence is equally masterful, both building tension while also maintaining clarity about who is where. Editor Andy Jurgensen decided not to be on set during the chase scene so that he could approach it with fresh eyes. The sequence ended up being one of the most difficult to put together. As Jurgensen explains, we always knew the final action would take place in the Texas dip, so we had a vague idea how it would all turn out. But that sequence was definitely created in the editing room. The many moving pieces within the scene made it even trickier. Jurgensen notes, "It was difficult because we had all these different perspectives, in front of Willa's car and behind Willa's car, in front of Tim Smith's car, behind his car. And once Bob gets in the picture, we're behind him, with the two cars in front seen from his point of view. I built assemblies of the best shots from each of those different angles." The edit seamlessly shifts between the three perspectives of Tim, Willa, and Bob, and uses the hills to create a sense of hypnotic disorientation. The beauty of the River of Hills sequence, and of One Battle After Another as a whole, is PTA's ability to combine improvisation with extensive planning, letting the rawness come through, but having a clear vision to guide every shot. Feeling inspired? Before you buy yourself a VistaVision camera, plan out your shoot with StudioBinder's storyboarding, shot listing, and scheduling softwares. Until next time, embrace the highs and ride out the lows.
Ocean waves, ocean waves. I gotta ditch you, Kimosabe. We're gonna hit it on foot.
On foot?
Yeah. Here we go. I'm gonna turn at this gas station, I'm gonna slow down, and you talk and roll. I'll take it from there.